So, it's time. The moment you've all been waiting for.
Tank Ceratops?
No.
Yeah, I hope that's a thing in the next game.
It will be. It most certainly will be.
It better be.
But, like,
I just want to see how the fuck are they going to explain that one.
Triceratops. It's probably going to be some biomechanical monstrosity
Yeah.
Scarlet created.
That's right, Cuddy and Sweepy are here.
Bitey. Why do you keep saying Bitey?
Why did they put him here? Like,
It sounds like a line from Doctor Who.
How did they get them through the door?
Pivot.
The same way you get your couch into the side living room in your house.
I mean,
By bending the laws of reality, that's how. Now, show 'em what you... I don't even care about the money anymore. You're all
I
right,
mean, I
my
did
dude.
bet my entire life savings on this, so please don't lose. But, I just want to see what happens.
Okay, so... Originally, this was just a random-ass enemy that you encountered on your way through the Sector 6 slums. Also, I like the fact that Don Corneo unironically has a cartoon mascot version of himself.
Yeah, he commissioned someone to make a chibi icon for his Twitch streamer page.
yeah.
And
Good to
also a super, cartoonified vending machine in his basement based on the mascot.
Which we'll see later, but...
Yeah, it's just okay.
Is someone playing Cloud's music? Bam, 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 bam.
He's just this really skeevy underworld boss who is implied to have done very evil things to quite a few women. But sure, he's got a cartoon mascot version of himself. Okay. Why? Anyway, the secret star of Don Corneo's stellar stable. I like that line because it plays into this thing that Corneo had, but never really got emphasized in the original game, where he had pet monsters. You only ever saw two of them, Apps and Raps, was it called?
It was either, Flaps? No, Fraps, maybe. I don't know. It's a recording software.
This place looked a
dragon.
little bit tacky when you first came in, but after, spending some time with it, it really is quite homey.
It's a fixer-upper.
It's on H&G.
I like how, now that we've got detail for it, the Hell House looks like nothing more or less than the little wooden house that you would see in, Hansel and Gretel or something. Just a tiny fairy tale house.
I was so happy they brought this.
Yeah. Well, now that they brought it back, they made a big freaking deal about it, how stupid it is.
Well, I don't think anybody expected that they would, because they figured the game would be much more serious in tone, and this is easily the most ridiculous enemy in the first half of the game, if not are those rocket chairs?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Rocket lawn chairs.
Rocket lawn chair.
So, this is a multi-phase boss, in case you couldn't tell. The first phase is not hard at all. It's the phase where the house is still disguised as a house, and it hasn't sprung any of its robot limbs. What exactly is the Hell House, though?
It's a robot.
This doesn't explain that. It just has...
It's just here.
It's just like a monster that Don Corneo has captured. But look, it's got little gonk droid feet under there.
So one day there was a cabin, right? And the cabin met a dragon in the middle of the woods, and they got to know each other really well. They went out for coffee, and things were getting real good. But then the dragon had to go away to college. But the house then said, "I'll wait for you." And 4 years later, they got married, and this popped out.
But, wait. It's a robot.
Look, robots can have babies if they.
Yeah, but why is it a robot, though?
Because the dragon was a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, it was a
yeah,
drag. Okay. Oh, it was Tank Ceratops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tank Ceratops.
The little gonk droid feet knock me the hell out, though.
For sale, Hell House, 20 square feet, fires rocket chairs from its windows.
Cost $500,000 in the New York real estate market.
So I mentioned that I read a couple high-quality Final Fantasy VII novelization attempts in my time, and I remember like the same one. I'm pretty sure that tried to explain how Cloud had hidden his sword in like ornamentation on the back of his dress. That same one had the Hell House in it as a random monster in Sector 6. And the explanation for it looking like a house was that it was a monster that camouflaged itself as a house in the hope that people would hide inside of it to get away from the other monsters. Which is kind of clever, but also really stupid. I like how the cutscene starts and the house is just in a completely different part of the arena from where it started. I mean, I get why it happens, but it's always a bit jarring. It has rocket boosters.
It's a transformer.
Robots in disguise.
Okay, what?
I mean, this is what Foreman had in the original too.
This game is stupid.
Yes, it is.
This is why we want Tank Ceratops in the next game.
In the original game, if you didn't kill it fast enough, the Hell House would jump up in the air, bomb the ground, and send fireballs your way. And when it hit the ground, it would spring limbs and a head and all these other and like jet boosters in the back and
Yeah.
It's legitimately one of the harder encounters in that area. Like it takes a decent amount of time to kill.
Because it has that really powerful single target, like ram, that it does. I'm not sure if it has to be transformed to do it, but
it's one of the few random encounters in the game where relative to the area it appears in, you have to put in a decent amount of effort to kill.
Yeah.
But and it's not quite as rare as, say, Eligor, so you're likely to run into it. Summon time. One of the things that I really, really like about the summons in Final Fantasy VII Remake is that if you die while they are active, they automatically use their big fuck-off super attack on the spot. So, if you have a summon out, and the character who summoned them gets knocked out, you get one last big attack in before your character dies.
Is Shiva just your favorite summon, or...
Oh no, I think I put Shiva on Aerith because it boosts magic.
Okay, because I noticed you used her a couple of times.
I also kind of assumed that Hell House was weak to ice because that
Well, it has a bunch of different weaknesses depending on what form it takes.
Yeah, that's the reason John said earlier to bring the assess materia, which I forgot to do. Like throughout the battle, its weaknesses and vulnerabilities are constantly shifting.
yeah.
And you need the assess materia to keep track of that. If you don't have the assess materia...
Well, no, you can know what it is based on how it looks.
Well, yeah, but you're going to have to do some trial and erroring to get that down. If you don't have the assess materia, this battle becomes a lot more time-consuming. More specifically toward the final third of its health bar.
God House mode?
Where-
The hell?
Because it has God House. You can't physically attack it, basically. Like, you have to use magic.
Yeah. At this point, if you're fighting the battle blind, well...
Welcome to the grind, because I did not have the assess material on the first time. Because I was expecting the Hell House. I did not expect Hell House to have the elemental gimmick.
So, does its weakness change throughout the fight, and is it random, or is it like the first...
It's random and it cycles through various things. Like right now, it's in ice mode, so it's weak to fire.
Okay.
Because you can tell by because its windows are white and frosty.
Okay, but there is a cue visually. So
Yes.
Okay.
Like when it's in fire mode, the windows are red and it's billowing flames from the windows.
The other thing about the Hell House, though, is that it's a lot more mobile than you expect it to be.
I mean, it's got a freaking jetpack, so...
It's all over the place. It's up, down, and all around. It flies around above the stage. It spins around, shooting fire everywhere. It charges at you, waving and flailing its like horror doll limbs at you. It jumps and dive bombs you. It's everywhere, man. This thing is agile.
I like it how it does its little windmill arms, though. It's like...
Like, it's a good boss fight, but for the position in the game it's it's definitely a bit of a spike in difficulty. Oddly enough, the position it takes within the game's overall curve kind of becomes unintentionally the game's mid-story climax boss.
Yeah,
Like-
kinda.
The game doesn't really have one, so this is the closest thing to one you get. And it's an odd note, to say the least. Limit Break.
One thing
Oh,
that I
damn it.
liked when you hit the house with your sword just bounced off like you were hitting an actual building with a sword. Which is, pretty great.
Well,
Also,
I mean,
Deliberate didn't do shit, for the record.
like, I hit it with the Limit Break, and I definitely did damage, but thing's got a lot of HP, man.
It's a house.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you can't get Cloud's second Limit Break before this fight. If you could probably do a lot of damage to it.
Well, I mean, new game, hard mode / new game plus and stuff.
Can you
Yeah.
get the final limit breaks for people in this?
No, you only get the second ones.
Yeah, you can only... Although Cloud's second Limit Break in this game is Ascension, which is basically Diet Omni Slash, so...
All the hits, none of the calories.
Omni / version 0.5.
I use Ascension on apps in a future part, and it knocks out like a quarter of his fucking health to finish the battle. So it's Diet Omni Slash, okay? It's got that kind of stopping power.
I use it on Rufus.
How can you tell that the Hell House is down? It's just as much standing on the ground as it is normally.
He's in a slumped position.
The thing has... It can't have bad posture. It's literally always standing up as straight as it can.
Damn it, he pulled out God House mode just as I was about to slam it with Braver. Ugh.
I like the "you got this" when he's like literally a million years away, and you can't do.
Oh
anything.
no, it went to ice mode, so you healed it.
Yeah, that is an annoying aspect of it. Not only does it change up its weaknesses, but sometimes it will absorb elements that you thought it was vulnerable to. So,
Is there a cue for it changing form?
Not change. I mean, the announcers will, I believe, say something about it if you can't quite see it, but usually it's pretty obvious.
Does breaking the arms do anything substantial?
Not really, no.
I think
I think it makes it easier to stagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's generally the effect that crippling limbs has in this game. Although, to be honest, in most battles in this game, I don't find crippling limbs to be all that handy compared to just directly attacking
Whacking them,
the
yeah.
target. Yeah. So, like, this
and
might
it changed
be...
the lightning right when you cast that.
Oh, that sucks.
This might be one of the only boss battles where the battle is complicated and long enough that crippling limbs is something that you're probably going to want to focus on. But
Yeah, but do they like regrow or anything like that? Or
Some will, some won't. It depends on the fight.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like a boss fight like this is where they would be more likely to grow back.
I don't remember what the lightning weakness is, though.
Lightning
That's the thing,
is
because,
always a
fire
weird
you got
thing to find
ice,
weaknesses
ice you got
for.
fire, but lightning, I thought it was wind, but then I remember clearly casting arrow and it didn't seem to do anything.
Is there an earth in this game?
well,
I don't remember if there's a...
it wasn't really until Final Fantasy X that they introduced the concept of every element being weak to an opposing element. In previous
well,
Final
having more than
Fantasies-
usual ones, because there were clearly elemental weaknesses in earlier Final
Oh
Fantasy.
yeah, I know, but in earlier Final Fantasies, the elemental weaknesses tended to be a bit more diverse.
It was also just kind of generally the standard fire, lightning, ice, and then you would occasionally have water, air, or something else that was just kind of there and didn't really have any
Yeah,
strengths
yeah.
or weaknesses.
Well, I do think it is good to have a element neutral attack. Like in Final Fantasy IV, I use, is it virus or bio or whatever?
Well, it's bio, but I like virus.
Yeah, because it's just good to have something that you know will be effective on everyone. I think I can maybe put the blame to what they ended up doing later to maybe not blame is not the right word, but Pokemon, everybody kind of just expects everything to have a weakness because that's just the most popular RPG.
In Final Fantasy X, they had a lot of emphasis on everything having basically a rock, paper, scissors response, so that based on what you were fighting, you could always switch in a specific party member that did what was effective against that enemy, and just one shot everything with a specific party member. If it's a wolf, you switch in Tidus or Kimari and just whack them with your weapon. If it's an armored thing, switch in Auron and whack them with your weapon. If it's a flying thing, switch in Waka and whack them with your weapon. If it's a scoop of ice cream, switch in Lulu and don't whack them with your weapon because their weapon is terrible.
No,
but use a spell.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Okay, Brandon, that was an awkward time to have the slow-mo on.
Nice upskirt, Lewis. I see where your priorities are.
There's no void up there? What?
Wasn't the luxury massage enough?
I don't understand. I thought women had a void up their dresses.
I didn't do it on purpose, okay? Anyway.
Oh my god, the fake Latin for the okay, I want to point out that people were like, no, actually One Winged Angel has real Latin and it's not fake Latin. That was a comment I got, and it's like, yes, I know that in that instance it's real Latin. But you know what I mean when I'm saying fake Latin. It's when I'm
I mean, in Final Fantasy VIII's case, there's a sort of Latinish sounding phrase that you hear in the opening music in the FMV, but it's like an anagram for succession of witches.
What do witches have anything to do with
sorceresses in Final Fantasy VIII? Yeah.
Okay. But wait, I thought there was only one sorceress.
No, there's multiple sorceresses.
The power passes from one woman to another, and there's more than one, but they're also very rare.
Yeah.
Succession of witches, as in the successors to those powers that pass from woman to woman.
Oh god, Final Fantasy VIII's story is dumb.
Final Fantasy VIII's story concepts are really interesting. It's just not a very well told story, at all. Like, it really needs help. So much. Did that house just crash into a wall?
Yes.
It's like, you know how Dorothy dropped a house on the Wicked Witch of the East?
Yeah, same house.
This is kind of like that, except really metal.
In more ways than one.
That'd be a really intense version of Wizard of Oz if Dorothy's house turned out to be this.
Yeah, you know what? All those TV networks that are trying to ape Game of Thrones with the Wizard of Oz for some reason, they should just attach some jet boosters to the back of Dorothy's house.
Wait, hold on. What networks are trying to make Game of Thrones out of Wizard of Oz?
You'd be surprised.
Which means he doesn't have a straight answer.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I can imagine it's like we need a fantasy setting to make into a several season long series that can be dark and edgy. And they look at the fantasy series they have the rights for. It's like Wizard of Oz. And then they just look at it.
Well, okay, there's a lot of time where they're just walking around. We can do episodes of just stuff they find.
Wizard of Oz in modern day has kind of become the same thing Alice in Wonderland has, where they're trying to adapt it for the modern day, and they're so unsubtle that for the modern day translates into their brains into really adult.
Yeah, it's almost like maybe we should just leave the Wizard of Oz alone. And
I mean, if you want to do an adult version of Wizard of Oz, just do a documentary on what went on behind the scenes of that movie.
I mean, if you want to do an adult version of Wizard of Oz, just adapt the other goddamn books.
Yeah, but but the problem is that the movie is so iconic that people want to lean into people want to lean into the look of the movie. You know,
I know that, but like we've had enough time passes by that we can have an epic Lord of the Rings style adaptation of the entire Oz series. It's not undoable. There's plenty to work with.
To all my Final Fantasy XIV players, yes, I was also waiting for an attack called Stormblood and Shadowbringers because you just did an attack called Heaven's Word.
Heaven's Word, yes.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing.
I was a really big fan of A House Reborn.
So, John, how many people do you have to get to play Final Fantasy XIV in order to get a mount that is the Hell House?
If it exists, I am converting all of you
Oh,
Except Lewis. I'll just get
need
Lewis to reactivate his
You need to
account.
try harder than that, there, buddy. I'm waiting the next 20 years for them to get Dragon Quest X in English. Which,
I'm already in your house.
no, you're not in the house yet because you have to convert me before you get it.
What's that? You should get the door, Ted.
Wait,
You're not social distancing, John.
he's wearing a mask. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Also, you got a really long extension cord on your laptop there. It's pretty impressive.
Bluetooth technology is amazing.
Yeah.
Every starting town in Pokemon says that.
Yeah, I am that fat guy.
Don't try to block that attack. It doesn't work.
So now I just imagine John just wandering around his street back and forth, just talking to random people who passing by, going, "Technology is amazing."
Also,
Did
wear
you-
a mask.
Did you notice by this point that I've used all the Mega Potions that I bought from the goddamn vending machine?
Yes.
I mean, thank God I was there.
Oh shit! It has been a 20-minute boss fight.
Yes, it has.
I mean, at the same time, Lewis has not been using Assess and a few other things, so.
Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't look like it's strictly necessary since there is a visual cue for it.
I think using Assess does give you a benefit, though. Because I think, I might be mistaken, I think there is an added benefit to assessing an enemy and getting the exact weakness so that you can get a multiplier. Because now you know more about the enemy's weakness.
I didn't know.
That's what I was saying. I might be mistaken on that one, but I'm pretty sure there's a benefit to having Assess, not just for the sake of knowing what to use, but to having an advantage.
I like how when the thing is trying to get up into the air, it spins its arms around like helicopter propellers.
Well, I mean, that's what it looks like in the game at points where it flies up in the air.
Can you even hurt it while it's doing that?
I mean, you can shoot stuff at it, yeah.
Yeah, you can shoot magic at it.
It would be good if you actually had Barret during this fight. Then you could actually damage it while it's flying.
But the hard mode version of this fight adds Tomberries to the mix.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
It shoots him out of its house.
What? You're joking.
This is one of the hardest
I'm
things
not.
to do in hard mode of this game.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Why tonberries in this context? Oh,
'Cause they live in the house.
my god. Who thought that was a good idea?
Square Enix, apparently.
It is also hard mode, so.
Can you do hard mode in New Game Plus? Off
You can only
of
do
a...
hard. You can only do hard mode on New Game Plus.
Oh, okay, but can you use the New Game Plus stuff you have from a normal mode playthrough, or?
Yeah, you can replay
Yeah.
chapters whenever you want on any difficulty.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's something, because I could imagine trying to do hard mode starting at level 1 might be a little annoying. Also, I've noticed that this area does not like shadows very much. Like the
Like that one just popped in.
And at one point earlier, when you were whacking the thing's face, like the shadow over it was really wigging out.
Yeah, I know you're not casting a shadow now. It's really weird.
Well, yeah, we're not Shadow Elemental. We can't cast it.
Are we all Peter Pan?
I finally nailed it with a good spell. Kill.
Oh, where's the limit when you need it? Oh, you got 2 ATB. Yeah, just do Infinity's End. There you go.
No.
Fuck me. That's happened to me too.
You waited too long.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have a chance to do Infinity's End before that moment because I need 2 ATB bars to do it.
Our house got focus ban on. It's either that or sturdy.
Ugh, I hate Sturdy.
Yeah, I do too.
It's like at least Focus Band is a held item, so you really only get it in trainer battles or bosses or something. Sturdy is just, oh, you ran into this random battle that you just want to one-shot KO for experience and not, waste your Pokemon's
Well, now it's gonna
health.
take 2
You
turns.
want to know what's
Yeah.
the worst thing? Sturdy. You go up against. It's always like a Geodude or something, right?
It's Geodude or
And
Graveler
you
or
use
something,
Surf.
and
It
then they
has
use
1 HP
Explo-
left.
And then the explosion. Yeah, it's like, god damn it.
Being able to control which party member the monster aggroes is helpful in situations like that one. Anyway,
So, how's your week been, guys?
It's almost dead. You're
The
out
week's
of
almost
MP.
I mean, the week is
Damn
almost
it.
dead if you think about it that way.
I just, set myself up for an epic double
Finisher.
cast and
Oh, and now it's dead.
And then he just died of a heart attack.
What's a fuzzy wuzzy?
It's a bear you throw at things and it explodes.
Huh.
Get it now while it's hot.
You can buy it in the gift shop.
Epic Advent Children fatality.
Wait, the hard dish did that?
Cool clouds don't look at explosions. They blow
Oh wait, the
things
fuzzy
up and
wuzzies
then-
are battle items?
Yeah. They're basically grenades.
But they come from the Hell House, so they're called Fuzzy Wuzzies.
Yeah, and you can buy them from the gift shop. And I'm not joking about that.
Huh.
So is the Hell House now in the room to recuperate? Just sitting on the bench.
That I would be surprised about if they could actually get it in the room.
That's what they fit the fucking sweepers in there.
A pivot's not gonna help that.
Now, I'm not sure at what point during all of this Andrea Rodea decided that boy, he would look great in a dress.
Don't a lot of people think that when they see Cloud, though? I mean, come on.
He is very Bishonen.
I mean, maybe, but where's the logical connection? I don't get it.
He fought that house so well.
Hey, baby, why don't you come over to my place and then we can... Oh, no, I'm not going...
Why do you come from Rebel? Never mind. You literally destroy places.
It's just like you take your girlfriend home and it's like, hey, baby, welcome to my hell house. And then it suddenly grows a pair of rocket boosters off the back. Aw, damn it.
I've heard of home wreckers, but god damn.
Okay, after you beat the Hell House, you gain access to the Corneo Coliseum. The moment this happens, turn your ass around and go fight the battles, because this is your only opportunity in the entire game to take Aerith back there to get her second limit break.
Yep.
Oh, does she have to be with you in order to get the limit break?
Yep.
Yes, and this is the only time she has access to it, because after this, she leaves your party to go get her dress made.
And then the next time you can get her in the party is much, much later in the game and you're not here.
Yeah.
Don't we have to, like, hurry to save Tifa or something?
Nah.
It's fine. She can wait.
Tifa's probably just sitting around in Corneo's mansion, like, I don't know. Like,
Twirling up thumbs, playing perfection.
crocheting, maybe. Doing her weekly Sudoku puzzles.
She'll be fine. It can wait.
Catching up on her podcasts she doesn't get the time to listen to anymore. You know.
Listening to BrainScratch.
It can wait.
Tifa subscribes to BrainScratch. Why haven't you?